Hello, welcome to the demo class of Pre-IB English course. My name is Lena. I graduated from Yonsei University of Korea, and my major is English Language and Literature. Let me briefly introduce what this course aims to explore for the 3 weeks of winter session. So, as you guys already know, IB English A is an intensive course that requires one to analyze various literary and non-literary text. In order to excel in IB English Language and Literature course, one must know how to deeply understand and analyze various aspects of a text. Also, since the assessment involves not only writing analytical essay and comparative essay, but also individual oral, which ask one to deliver English presentation to your teacher, you need to have both great writing and communication skills. Therefore, the focus of this course is to learn required skills for IB English by carefully delving into various aspects of a book, basically how to do literary analysis. By reading a book thoroughly, you will be given a chance to enhance reading comprehension. Also, you may hone your analytical skills by developing insight into the book through chapter analysis and close analysis practice. And you can also enhance your communication skills by participating in various discussion and debate sessions. Finally, you will practice writing essay through writing exercises and critical writing essay on various aspects of the book, which will help you develop writing skills. So that's the basic curriculum for our pre-IB English course. And for this winter, we are going to explore 3 intriguing and somewhat challenging books for pre-IB students. The first one, The Catcher in the Rye. The Catcher in the Rye is a novel by J.D. Salinger, which was published in 1951. It mainly deals with the theme of identity, coming of age, and alienation by depicting 2 days in the life of 16-year-old Holden after he has been expelled from his school. The internal conflict of the main character Holden is key to understand this novel, who endeavors to search for the truth and challenge phoniness or pretense of adult world as a struggling teenager. So this will be very interesting books for those students from grade 8 to grade 10. The next book is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, an autobiographical work by Maya Angelou, which was published in 1969. This book explores the theme of alienation, displacement, racism, and identity by chronicling her life from age 3 through age 16, recounting an unsettled and sometimes traumatic childhood that included rape and racism. It is one of the most widely read and taught books written by an African-American woman, which is quite noteworthy. Finally, Adolzas is a 3-act play written by Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen. It focuses mainly on the lives of a group of middle-class Norwegians in the 1870s and deals with the themes such as identity, gender roles in a patriarchal society, prejudice, appearances, and the power of money. Since this is the only play that we will study during this whole winter session, I'm sure you will enjoy this new genre of the play, right? We will deeply explore how it is different from normal novel or even poems. For these 3 books, specifically, I'll guide you through the book by giving you a lecture on historical context, literary genre, plus summary, and chapter analysis. I'll also give you plenty of opportunities to practice developing your own interpretation through various activities, including discussion questions, close analysis practice, and debate activities. Since many of you will be interested in learning what is literary analysis, I'll briefly explain to you what it involves and what we have to explore in order to actually conduct decent literary analysis. So it is to explore literary elements of a book to delve into the message author aims to convey. So it is really significant to develop your own interpretation on how and why the author conveys such theme. Since it is analysis, it is also important to learn how to support your perspective through textual evidence from the book. In other words, we are going to explore various literary elements, which are parts of the book or choices of the author, including characterization, plot setting, conflict, symbol, foreshadowing, irony, right? The whole sorts of literary techniques or literary devices. And for instance, we may pay attention to why the author uses such characters or develops such conflicts in the book, and what kind of effects they have on the whole book or the message or the theme of the book that author tries to convey. In addition, it is important to consider the historical and social implication as well. For example, social and historical contexts such as specific war, racial discrimination, gender bias can lead to the conflict or characteristics of this certain character. So social events can also influence the key message of the author, including we should never get involved in war or to realize the hideous human nature. Therefore, literary analysis is not just reading the book or drawing the storyline of the book. It involves various aspects of the book that indicate what kind of message author tries to convey through the book or elements of the book, and how the author tries to convey such themes effectively. I'm sure this analytical skill will prepare you to excel in IB English course. So that's the general information regarding literary analysis. Here is one example of the slide for my lecture. For historical context, I will give lecture on how the author's real-life experience or historical events relevant to the book may contribute to characterization, conflict, or message of the book. For instance, during the World War II, many people were disillusioned by the hideous human nature and violence. Salinger, the author of the book, The Catcher in the Rye, was one of the people who were deeply affected by this war experience, which led to the characterization of the main character Holden as mistrusting and cynical. This characterization helps readers to explore how this world is quite shallow and phony from Holden's perspective, and how one may surrender to the phony as one grows up, which is one of the main themes of the book. Then there is another example of the slide. So we will also explore the literary genre of the book, the plot summary, analysis and point of view, setting, character analysis, and also some symbols. In order to practice these literary analysis skills, you need to finish up discussion questions for your writing exercises in the workbook before coming to every class. You can carefully read and analyze the book by yourself through these practices, and will share your insight into the book with other students. And through writing exercises that help you focus on important aspects of the book, you can strengthen your reading comprehension and analytical skills. In addition, close analysis practice involves deep exploration of a scene or part of the book, which not only highlights the author's use of language and literary elements, but also can be linked to the overall theme, plot, or characterization of the book. Since interpretation of the book always requires textual evidence, you can practice using specific textual evidence from a passage to support your interpretation. Finally, we'll also engage in some debate activities related to certain themes and explore how this literary work is relevant to our real world. By connecting literary world with our real world, you may extend the implication of the book and sympathize with the themes and characters of the book. And lastly, for every book, we'll also write one critical essay for assignment. You'll be given chances to write about your own interpretation using reference from the book. Then I will revise your essay and give specific feedback to improve your writing skills. You can learn how to write an effective and insightful essay through this practice. Finally, this is a sample critical writing essay practice. So based on the book, the lecture, and the class activities, you will write an analytical essay on a certain aspect of the book after we finish up one book. For instance, you can write a character analysis like this one to analyze the growth of Holden in the book. Or you can write about relationship analysis or conflict analysis, or simply write about a theme of the book. I'm sure this course can be a great opportunity for you to develop analytical skill for those who try to prepare for IB English A course. That's it for today. So thank you for listening to this demo class. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.